Good morning students. This is VIDYA MANDIR English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. This is the HSC Online Audio Video Lecture Series. And I'm Bina RAIKAR, your OC teacher, and it's a continuation of chapter number 6, Social Responsibilities of Business. Today's topic that I'm going to explain to you is the responsibilities towards investors. In normal sense, responsibility is taking care of your duties, answering your actions and decisions. It is an accountability, it is a trustworthiness, it is important as it is a core value for living honorably. Business is an economic activity. It is carried out on a regular basis to earn profit. Today, business is treated as an instrument of economic growth and social transformation. Business and society are interrelated and interdependent. A business unit comes into existence with the support of the society, so business should realize its obligation towards the society. Business does not exist in isolation. And since every part of the society contributes towards the success of a business, it becomes important that business should do something for society in return. This responsibility of business towards the society is called as social responsibility. Business operates within society and it is a part of society. Society provides factors of production. It also provides finance through investors and human resources such as employees, customers, workers, officers, managers. Business activity uses all factors of production, finance and human resources for its functioning. It is obligatory for business world to work for society. So all the activities of business should be performed in such a manner that they will not harm any part of society. Rather, they will protect and contribute to the interest of the society. Social responsibility refers to all such duties, obligations of business directed towards welfare of society. Profit making is not the sole function, and it should contribute to the interest of the society. Responsibilities towards different interest groups. Business is conducted with the help of various interest groups such as owners, investors, employees, consumers, government, and society. Responsibility towards investors. Investors provide finance to the company, which is considered as backbone of business. They are creditors of business. Business should fulfill following responsibilities towards investors. The first responsibility towards investors is proper conduct of meetings. Second, return on investment. Third, handling grievances. Maintain transparency. Proper disclosure of information. Maintain solvency and prestige. Okay. Let's see the first one, proper conduct of meetings. The company should call meetings of investors regularly to provide information about the business. Proper notices of meetings should be sent. That is, whenever a meeting is conducted, before that a proper notice should go to the investors stating when and where is the meeting. In period of crisis, investors should be taken into confidence. Factors responsible for failures should be known to the investors. Since the investors invest their money into the business, it is the responsibility of the management to tell each and every detail to the investors. Even if there is a failure, then the factors responsible for the failures should be known to the investors, and this is done through proper meetings. The next one is return on investment. Investors invest their money in business and accept risk factor. This should be adequately recognized by businessmen. They should get fair returns on investment regularly in the form of interest. The following points should be considered: fair returns on investment, safety of investment, steady appreciation of business. That is, when the investors have invested money in the business and they have accepted the risk factor, it is the responsibility of the management to give them fair returns on the investment in the form of their interest. Even if they fail, even there is a loss, the investors have to be informed. So when the money has been invested, okay, three things should be considered by the management. First is the fair return should be there. Second, safety of the money of the investors. And third, a steady appreciation of the business. That is, the business should grow steadily so that it has profit and there is an interest given to the investors. Third, handling grievances. A company should handle investors' grievances, if any. There should be effective methodology for this purpose. All queries regarding any other issue must be answered satisfactorily. That is, if the investors, since they are investing in your business and they have some grievances, now what will be the investors' grievances? First, if the meetings are not conducted regularly, then if the information is not being provided to them. Similarly, if there is any risk coming in the market, that is not being informed to them. All these queries regarding the business and their investment, okay, should be handled properly and should be answered so that the investors are satisfied. Because if the investors are not satisfied, what they are going to do is they are not going to invest more, and which is a very depressing situation for the businessmen. Fourth is maintain transparency. Investors provide working capital to run business efficiently. Business should provide a high degree of transparency in its operation. It is expected from suppliers of funds. Okay, since we need money, okay, to run a proper business. Similarly, the investors expect transparency from the management because they provide long-term capital as well as working capital. Okay, transparency in what sense? Transparency in market situations, transparency in market survey, transparency in risk factor arising in the market, transparency as to the changing policies of the management. All these things should be very transparent, and the investors should know each and every detail, and because the meetings are conducted regularly because of this. The fifth one, proper disclosure of information. Management should present full and factual information to investors. They should get regular reports, circulars, statements of profit. The financial performance of company must be provided correctly so that prospective investors can take right decisions to invest in future. This will ensure that their investment is safe. Naturally, in where the information should be disclosed, and they should get regular reports, circulars, statements of profits, balance sheets, and meetings should be conducted regularly. The financial performance of the company should be given to the investors. They have a right to take decisions in the future, because and why, because then the investors are satisfied, okay, and they feel that their investment is safe and that they are going to get a part of the profit that the company gets. And the last one is to maintain solvency and prestige. Business should always maintain sound financial position, solvency, prestige, and goodwill to satisfy investors. Business should take continuous efforts for research, innovation, expansion programs. Students, why should a business take efforts for research, innovation, and expansion? Because market is always changing. The market needs, the consumer needs are always changing. After every 6 months you find some different product in the market. Why? Because the likes, dislikes, preferences of the consumer changes accordingly. So similarly, if an effort is not taken in research, how will a company know what's happening in the market? So market survey is main important, and that is the reason when you have a proper market survey, naturally you're going to produce a product which the customer likes, and once the customer likes the product, they're going to purchase it. When they purchase it, then naturally there is a profit coming up for the company, which makes their financial position very sound, and there's a goodwill that is always which will satisfy the investors. I hope you have understood all the 6 points, students. Thank you.